This is without a shadow of a doubt the cheapest club build I'm ever going to do, considering the driver head I'm about to pick up cost me a tenner. Which is going to be the important bit. And it does not. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Simon down here in Farnborough. We're going to go and pick up this golf head for £10, and it's not old. We're not going back 25 years. This is a driver that's still going to perform in terms of ball speed and forgiveness with pretty much most of the big boys out there that are going to cost you £450. I'm not going to say it's one of the best heads in the world, but it will definitely do for you beginner golfers, and I think once built it's definitely worth somewhere between £70 to £80. So here's the challenge. We're going to go and pick up the head, which costs £10. We need an adapter because it is adjustable, and I'm going to talk about why these kind of heads, especially going forward with ping and a few other adapters, just like let's say iPhone chargers, come in and then go out, and unfortunately trying to get hold of these adapters does become a bit challenging. Therefore there is an opportunity for you to find these driver heads, build the clubs yourselves, hit them, try them, and then potentially move them on for quite a bit of profit. And then obviously we're going to build this one ourselves and then go and hit it on the driving range. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I think this driver has been left on a wheelie bin somewhere. Box acquired, driver head acquired. Quick little sneak peek. I imagine a lot of you can probably guess what this head already is, but as I say, for £10 can't go wrong. There's no cracks on it, there's a few scuff marks as we'll show when we get back. We'll give it a bit of cleaning, but there's not really much we can do to this. And then obviously wait for the adapter to arrive in the post so that we can actually put a shaft in this and complete the build. But as I say, for £10 off the top of a wheelie bin, not bad at all. You absolute little beauty. I'll show you the listing. Well, I'll show you the listing if this is the right one. I'm hoping this is going to be the right one anyway. I guess we should probably just shove it in the end and hope it is. Moment of truth. Now, one thing that I have realised is that the screw isn't actually in the bottom of the RBZ. Normally there's like a little elastic band that holds the screw in place. That's not in there, so I'm hoping the one that I've bought has got that screw attached. Otherwise, I think I've got a few tailor-made screws lying about, but they're going to be the more modern ones, so I don't know if it's a different thread. So this could be a very short video of my mistakes. But that probably makes sense why this was £10, because obviously the head itself is going to hit the ball quite a long way. We obviously got to find a shaft for it, put it in this, and then obviously as you can see I found an old tailor-made grip. So all in all I spent a £5 on this, £10 on the head. Now you would have known that I bought a job lot of shafts I'm going to use, and they cost me around £20 each. So overall, I think I got this free, to be perfectly honest. So overall, I think this driver is going to cost me about £35 to put together. But realistically, I've only spent £15 today, just because I've got so much stuff lying about. But that probably isn't the same for you guys. I imagine you haven't got tons of accessories lying about in the garage. Right, so sadly, it has not got a screw in the bottom of it. So that does prove a bit of a challenge. Now this looks like an R11 driver adapter head. It definitely doesn't look new. It definitely looks worn. I imagine these are just obviously being pulled off. Actually that probably needs a good bit of cleaning inside as well. It looks like it needs a good bit of cleaning as well inside. That's definitely been pulled off a club. But anyway, let's see if it fits in the head itself, which is going to be the important bit. And it does not. It's the way I just go, and it does not. Soul crushing defeat there. I'll show you, the listing even says that it will fit at RBZ Stage 1, which just isn't the case. So it's annoying, but I'm not really that concerned because I'll come across another R11 head, and this video has now come a complete 180, and actually it's quite useful because in my anger and frustration I sorted out my whole garage. So we have now got the garage. Hang on, let me show you whilst the light is focused. I even hoovered the carpet for you guys. So all the boxes are now sorted, gone, and we have a complete space now in the garage. Hang on, wait a minute, I am missing one bag. Let me go and grab it. There she is, the absolute beauty that has been living on my bedside table in our bedroom. So I'm pretty sure Mary's going to be happy that is now out. But the idea, realistically, you can see I've got tons of bags. Bags need to go, but everything's basically got its own place now. And we want to fill all these bags, but I want to change them up. I want to get more these kind of bags. Obviously, they'll be moving to the studio once obviously I've finished, and it'd be nice to have quite a few major open bags. I've seen some really nice ones, but you know me, I don't want to pay retail. I want to wait till I can get them for like 50, 60, maybe £80 each. Been doing a few pickups, picked up a trolley this week, a few bits and bobs. We've been turning over quite a few clubs. Obviously I don't hold on to them for long periods of time, but hopefully the idea this year, we did have to do pretty much a bulk sell of everything so we could afford the house and the garage. But the garage is now here, and we're slowly going to be building up stock, so when we do move into the studio, I'll have stuff to obviously fit with and use. And obviously if you want to come and try a G15 green dot iron, then I'll have it. And maybe you don't need that, so then obviously we go to blue dot on graphite and steel, and then you can go away and obviously go on eBay and go, oh, I want to go and try and get a blue dot, half a degree, 6 to sound wedge, G59s for £200. And that's the idea of the fitting process. Obviously we'll be doing the same with drivers and woods, but we do need a bit of stock. The demo irons isn't going to be the difficult bit, because I'm just going to buy tons of demo stuff for nothing, because once it goes out of season, no pro needs it. Like, no one fits for the original Apex anymore, do you know what I mean? But you could get those for like £300, 4 to picture edge or 5 to picture edge, something like that. Anyway, I divulge. We have found all the heads in my collection. We've got tons of heads, and the idea, obviously now I needed a workbench, is that I can start putting clubs together, use a vice to extract shafts, swap shafts, put them in. Some of the stuff in here is just pointless, like there's no point even shafting this really. That probably is easily, that's probably worth reshafting, as that'll probably get like 50, 60 pounds. But for example, this left-handed King Cobra, the shaft's going to be worth more than the build itself, so even putting anything in, that's not really worth it or worth the time. Stupidly, this does not fit the RBZ head, and it doesn't actually fit this R1, but because I got so annoyed with all of this, I have now located this R1 head, and we'll do the build process with this instead. So obviously I'll grab an adapter. I've got quite a few of them, and this is kind of, I'm going to show you some listings. We'll go through some listings of prices of head only, and that's what the title of this video is going to be. I picked up this bad boy, for example, £70 off Facebook. This is last year's 2021 STZ driver. Now I've hit the Sim 2 this year. I've hit the G425 this year, and obviously we're going to find a shaft for this. I'm not going to rush this particular build, but we're going to find a shaft for it. We're going to try it, and for £70. Now I know obviously you're not going to find this outrageous deal that I did for £70, but at £200, is it worth obviously putting in the bag? Because it's great value compared to what it would have come out at retail. It's this year's. I basically bought it off Facebook for £70. It was actually a brand ambassador. I believe it's a professional, so he's obviously got it for free, and he's swapped and gone to something slightly lower spinning, whatever it might be. And obviously I've acquired this, but head only, guys. Let's look at some lists. Now luckily we're in a situation now that even old driver heads are still adjustable, so you don't even need to do this process of gluing, even though I'm going to show you how easy it is. And you can get, as I say, I'll show you one of the adapters I got. You normally get these for like £5, £6 off eBay, and they're just useful to have when you do come across that deal, to then put it together, or you just wait and then you order it and then wait a week and then put it all together anyway. But if you just look at these, for example, like a Maverick Sub-Zero driver head, 9 degree, £135 to 140, put a shaft in it, it's probably going to go for 220, something like that. I mean, that's probably not the best example, but even this Speed Zone head, £110, obviously the line through it, so it's gone for cheaper. Again, a £200 driver, you're basically getting 50% off. Now I know you need to find a shaft or source a shaft, but your pros will honestly be looking to get rid of old driver shafts. 20, 30 pounds. I'm telling you now, as soon as they go out of like out of season, so they go from, let's say, the Stealth. I believe the Stealth's even got a different adapter. I believe. I might be wrong in that. But again, for example, as soon as like the G410 was a different adapter to the G400. So if your Pro's got loads of G400 shafts, he's not going to be able to fit with them. So what would he? So what use will he have for them unless he's doing obviously this kind of technique? Again, SLDR 9-degree driver, £49 plus postage. Again, £100, £90. Sim 2s, that's £184. Sim 2. 12 degree, so it's not necessarily the choice shaft. People are paying £449 for that. 185, 187. Sim 2 again, 190. People are paying double the amount of money for the shaft. Golf Club's cash sold it for 260, so there's a bit of margin there. Epic Speed, £200, brand new. Cheeky, absolutely cheeky. And I just looked for these, a Rogue £74, and you're gonna get, sometimes you're gonna pay retail if the condition's good or it's popular, like 9 degree Sub-Zero for example, but sometimes auctions, especially around this time of year, people just aren't looking, and it's as simple as just finding a shaft and putting in the top of the head of it, and then either you've got a cheap driver for 50% off, 60% off, or you just want to make a bit of money, and you can easily make some money doing this kind of thing. This is a classic one here, XR driver. So it's gone for £66 there. It looks in really good condition. As you can see, someone snapped the shaft in it. That looks immaculate, by the way. Literally brand new. Also, apologies, this video is taking a complete turn. We've completely derailed at this point. But in my search again, of just finding stuff, I've actually found a Cobra amp cell head cover, which I didn't even realise. Look, I've got a Cobra amp cell hybrid there that I bought the other day in a job lot. I think you saw that in the left hand. That's where I found the Galvin Greens. And look, head cover to go with it. Hilarious. This is basically 2 years worth of me just finding random stuff like that's useful there. That Odyssey white ice, actually, to be fair, mind you, I don't think it's a complete match, but it would work. I think I've got like a hot metal down the bottom here. Oh, just losing head covers. That'd fit quite nicely on the top of that. How funny. Again, I've done one of these before where I just do like a golf head cover job lot, and they do go for a bit of money. I think, I mean, realistically, I'll probably get £5 each for these head covers on average, and I've probably got about 20 of them. There's about £100 worth of head cover there. I mean, it sounds really weird, but people do sell, obviously, someone will pay, if they've got a G30 in great condition, they lost head cover, someone will pay £15 plus postage for that. So I guess there is money to be had. I can't personally be bothered to sell them all individually, but someone would buy that, and that's £100 worth of head covers, and that's just me over the years just picking up and finding it in people's bags. Alright, seeing as we're going with a different head altogether, we're going to change the build up as well. I've actually got this Tensai orange shaft here. It's a 50-gram regular flex. Now it is an inch shorter than standard, hence why I still own it. It is a driver shaft, but it's essentially the same length as a ladies flex driver. But I just thought the match is just too good. Obviously, it's a very decent shaft, and normally I wouldn't be putting it in such an old head, but it matches the orange well. And because it's an inch shorter than standard anyway, it doesn't necessarily appeal to as many golfers. So I thought it'd be the perfect build. Now this is actually a modern tailor-made adapter, so this will just fit in. I've actually got quite a few of these. I've got like 4 or 5 of them, because normally it's tailor-made heads that you come across. So I thought I bought a load of them, probably again 2 years ago or so, when I bought all the shafts, just because it's easy to obviously make them up. Now we're gonna glue the Tensai shaft in, put it in, re-grip it, and then yeah, we've got a pretty decent driver. Obviously the head I paid for about £40, probably about a year or so ago, hence why I've still got it. Shaft would have been in that job lot that I had, again £20, so we're probably £60 into this driver. But I think with the grip all put together, it's going to look epic and pretty unique, because there's not really many R1s that are in this good condition with a Tensai orange shaft. With that whatever grip, I think I've got a multi-compound somewhere that we'll whack on the back of it. It'd be a pretty cool build. And I don't even have a decent grip to put on it. Anyway, driver is all put together. Obviously we need to give it a bit of a clean up. Take obviously there's like a regular sticker on the bottom of there, and obviously get most of the dirt out of the head. But I think I'm really happy the way that's turned out. It is an inch shorter than standard, but I've always played drivers an inch shorter than standard myself, so I'm sure there's someone out there that I'll prefer to have a bit more control over their driver opposed to just added club head speed. But yeah, Tensai orange regular. with the R1 head on the top of it. This video definitely didn't go to plan and a bit all over the place. Head only, have a watch out for them. There's some pretty decent bargains out there, and because they're all adjustable nowadays, if you don't get on with it, then you can just swap the shaft or swap the head or everything else. But they definitely sell more when they come as a package. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys there.